What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. So today I'm gonna share some things with you guys, a little razzle dazzle, some things I found in my reading today during Daniel chapter 6. Okay, so I wrote some things down. I got my handy dandy notebook. Right. Okay, so in Daniel chapter 6, there's some key things that come up here. So this is a story that has to do with somebody being wrongfully imprisoned. Well, technically thrown in the lion's den. It has to do with faith, the Most High Father sending help. It says a lot of good key concepts in Daniel chapter 6. Okay, so let's dive right into it. All right, let's go. So basically, let me give you a little background story. So at this point in time, Nebuchadnezzar the king, he is no longer king. His son is in charge. His name is Belshazzar. Okay, and so at this time, Belshazzar is setting all these princes and things over the kingdom. And so Daniel, being a preferred person, he ended up setting Daniel over the whole realm. Okay, and so then, of course, because of that, Daniel got some haters. Okay, Daniel got some haters because he was set over this whole realm. And so his haters was basically looking for something to basically tarnish Daniel's name. And so when they was in here, they was actively looking for something. They tried their hardest and they could not find anything to tarnish his character. Daniel was an upstanding guy at this point in time, and so they're actively looking for something. Does anybody have people out there that you just out there living your life, doing what you need to do for the Lord, and people is out there really gunning for you, want to see praying on your downfall? Do y'all have them people? But anyway, so these haters was like, basically they didn't want Daniel around anymore. So they were like coming up, plotting and scheming. And basically they went to the king and was like, hey, king, why don't you make a decree that anybody who makes a request to any god or any person other than you be thrown in the lion's den. And so they set this up because they knew Daniel was going to be faithful to the Most High Father in heaven. So the king is like, oh yeah, it sounds great. So he signs this decree, and so once he signs the decree, it can't be changed. So of course they catch Daniel praying, because Daniel regardless of what anybody else has got going on, Daniel gonna be faithful to God. He was gonna be faithful to Most High Father in heaven, and they knew that. So they set him up, and so of course they catch him, whatever, blah 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 blah. They take it to the king, and they tell the king. So the king is hurt at this point because he really likes Daniel. But anyway, they toss him in there, toss him in the lion's den. And then the next day, the king is so grieved in the spirit, he couldn't even sleep that night. He goes, and he's at this place in the lion's den, because they put this big rock thing over it. They sealed it with his little signet ring thing to, because it's the king's decree or something. And so the king goes, and he's like, Daniel, are you in there? And Daniel's like, yes, I'm here. And so they moved the thing out the way. And so at this point, the king is like overjoyed because Daniel is still alive. And so much so that he himself then is like, everybody in my realm, anybody in my realm, we will now serve the God of Daniel, the Most High Father in heaven, because he is God who comes and saves and rescues. Okay, so I'm going to point out those scriptures, but like just some key points. Well, actually, let me read the scriptures first. So in verse 23 to 23, let's see what this says. It said, okay, so this is for Daniel's response. And it says, my God has sent his angel and has shut the lion's mouths, and they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. So at this point, I don't have my handy dandy laptop. I'm reading it from the book this time. Okay, but anyway. So Daniel was giving his response and saying that the Most High Father sent an angel to help him. That's key for us, because when we are in deep waters and troubles, the Lord will fight for you. Especially when you're innocent, he coming hard behind his kids. You are his child. He coming hard behind you. Okay, he gonna send you some help. And it says, verse 23, then the king was exceedingly glad for him and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no manner of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his God. Keyword, believe. Daniel was not hurt because he believed. Daniel believed that the Lord was going to save him. So that's just right now. Bing, bing, bing. Lights, buzzers. Take that down. Anybody who's going through something right now in your situation, believe. Having faith, believing that God is going to help you out of it. When you've been wrongfully accused, when your name has been torn down, dragged through the mud, or whatever your case may be, and people are out here gunning for you for no reason, best believe the Most High Father will deliver you out of your troubles if you believe in him. Believe in him. And like, because of Daniel's obedience, to the Most High Father, meaning Daniel was going to pray regardless. They talking about some, don't pray to God or any other whatever, blah, blah, blah. You only go to the king. Now, Daniel's like, I don't follow no man. I'm praying to the Most High Father. I know where my help comes from, okay? So Daniel was obedient. And because of that one person's obedience, because of Daniel's obedience, an entire nation, entire kingdom, entire realm of people was saved. They were saved because they started to follow the Most High Father in heaven, okay? They were no longer following false gods at that particular point in time because the king was like, we ain't doing that. Everybody, we finna start praying to God because it made him a believer. He saw the miracles, the signs, the wonders that the Most High Father in heaven can do, okay? So anybody out there who's having a hard time because what you're doing doesn't look like what the world is telling you to do, because people don't understand something or they disagree or they don't like what you're doing, you continue to be obedient because your obedience is saving people. Your obedience is saving people, okay? It don't matter what they think. It don't matter what they got to say. And of course, it's easier said than done, but you continue to be steadfast and be faithful, okay? Because your obedience is saving people. Your obedience is waking people up. Your obedience is changing hearts. Your obedience is changing minds. Your obedience, okay? Father Ahaya in heaven is on your side. He is with you. Okay, if God is telling you to do something, just be obedient. Stick through it. Be steadfast no matter what it looks like. If it gets hard, if you are in your own den of lions, hang tight. Your help is coming. It is on the way. And so, of course, you guys go read it for yourself. Daniel chapter 6. It was a really great story. Let me see. Let me read y'all the part where the king was like, oh, nah, we ain't serving other people no more. Okay, so this comes in verse 26 through 28. It says, it says, I make a decree that in every dominion of my kingdom, men tremble and fear before the God of Daniel, for he is the living God. Steadfast forever in his kingdom, which shall not be destroyed, and his dominion shall be even unto the end. He delivereth, and he rescueth, and he worketh signs and wonders in heaven and in earth, who hath delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. Okay, well, look, this is a changed man, okay? So, verse 28. So this Daniel prospered in the reign of Darius and in the reign of Cyrus the Persian. But anyway, that is awesome to me. I feel like because Daniel was obedient in the face of something like that. Can you imagine being in a lion's den? And you you trusted God that much, being in a den of lions, okay? Oh, and let me tell y'all what happened to the haters. Okay, so let's talk about what happened to the haters. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for the reminder. Because somebody needs to know this. Them people that was out there wrongfully accusing you. Oh, God got it. Okay, you ain't got to seek your own revenge. God got it. The Most High Father got it. Let me tell you what happened to him. Because it said, where is it? In verse 24. And the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel, and they cast him into the den of lions. So they cast them people, the haters got cast into the den of lions. Not just them, no, not just them. Their children and their wives, and the lion had mastery over them, and break all their bones in pieces, and ever they came at the bottom of the den. Okay, so what Psalm say? He set a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Okay, them same haters, them same people who was after Daniel got that punishment. Okay, not saying we're glorying in our enemies' punishment or anything like that. It's just saying that Father is going to come through for you. Justice and vengeance belongs to the Lord. Whoever needs to hear it, justice and vengeance belongs to the Lord. Okay, so I pray that helps you guys. I don't know why I did that. I feel like that was strong. That looked hard. But anyway, hope you guys have a great night. I love y'all in Christ. Holy is Josiah.